Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Mountain Man Explores the Truth. How's everybody doing today or tonight, depending on the time you're watching this or listening? Well, I just wanted to come on and test everything to make sure everything's working all right because I'm thinking about going on tonight with Matt. So that's going to be awesome. Let's check. We'll definitely look into that tonight. I'm trying to make sure everything is working. Let me check here. I'm on YouTube test. So it's basically a test, and I'm going to give some updates. The return of the Mountain Man Explores the Truth is coming back, guys. I know it's been talked about the last few episodes that I'm gonna come back, and I did one with Tammy, and that was kind of a uh, out of the moment live show, so that was awesome to do with her. And now we're getting ready. Now I'm getting ready to get this going. So I finally got it set up. I'll take a picture of my setup, and I don't have a whole lot of decoration right now, but I'm working on it. Got shirt back here shows my name, Mountain Man Explorer Truth. I just got to decorate it a little more. So that's kind of the updates, guys. I'm going to be coming back, and I got to make sure everything sounds okay. So I'm testing stuff. So if you hear anything strange or weird, just let me know. I will fix it. Let's see here. I'm going to try to change some adjustments here. That sounds okay. And bring the monitor up so I can actually hear. And we're going to, all right. So yeah, I feel a little bit under the weather. I think I got a little bit of a bug going on, but I am not going to let it stop me catching up with a friend of mine tonight. Hopefully, I'll feel a little bit better by that time. And what's cool is that we're just going to do some review of some videos, which is awesome. Let's see here. I want to check some things real quick, guys, so bear with me real quick. So everything seems to be working. You might hear my background because I'm going to make sure my YouTube channel is going. Hold on a second. With her and okay, sweet. You know what? Hold on a second. So I finally got it set up. I'll take a picture of my setup, and I don't have a whole lot of decoration right now, but I'm working on it. Got shirt back here shows my name, Mountain Man Explorer. All right, so that sounded pretty good actually. I'll probably have to play around with the board a little more. It's just nice to finally have a desk. I would show you guys, but I'm gonna snap a picture of it later, and I set up a light so I can be seen a little bit better. I'm gonna work on some other things in here today too. I'm gonna try to decorate the back a little bit. This is gonna be my studio for right now. It's in my room. It's a lot better. It's an upgrade from the truck. If you guys remember that, I did a lot of it in my shows in the truck. So, on that note, let me check some things out here, guys. I want to make sure everything's working all right. Um, hold on for a second. See here. Four, let's see here. Okay. All right. All right. So, looks like everything's working there. So, two watching. I don't know if that's just me watching because I opened some other things to make sure it's working. So, guys, my plan is to get the show going again. I need to set up some guests and reach out to some friends and well, some family have had experience. I'll have to reach out to them see if they want to come on yet. I mean, give them many shots. Excuse me. So, don't mind me. You might hear me sound plugged up, and I just got. I think I'm trying to get a cold, but I've been fighting it, taking vitamins, so it's like a flurry. I feel a little weak today, but I'll probably have some tea later, and hopefully that'll make me feel a little bit better. But yeah, it's I'm excited to be back, get this all set up and going. And what's crazy too is I was sitting here, not sitting here, I was in the room here setting this desk up, putting it together. My wife picked it up for me, so it was awesome. I was like, oh well, that got me motivated to start doing the show now because I was using some other things temporarily. Hold on a second, something came on. Okay, just had to make sure my board is staying plugged in right there. But anyways, guys, I am excited to be back. I am gonna get going on Mountain Man Explorer Truth again. The plan is to start where I left off. So quick on that is that I've been off, I've been on, I've been off, I've been on. I know. I've been saying I'm going to come back. This time I am. I'm back. I just got to get some guests, reach out to some guests, and bring them on the show. I had some things going on in life. I was in the middle of buying a house and dealing with some depression and anxiety issues and some personal stuff. I don't mind sharing it with you guys. I've been dealing with a little bit of that. I'm doing better. I had some strange things happen to me when I was in Oregon, where I was staying. I was starting to see like shadow figures. I thought maybe I was hallucinating, seeing things, but I was seeing shadow figures, and I don't know what to make of that. I prayed to the Lord and Jesus, and I asked for it to go away because I don't know what it was. It's during the time when I was kind of relapsing. I was drinking again, and I didn't really wasn't an alcoholic or anything. I just tend to drink beer to you know cover up my depression I had during that time. But I'm doing a whole lot better, guys. I don't mind sharing that with you. So I haven't even touched a drink for a long time. I try a little bit of wine here and there, so I'm done with that stuff. Anyways, uh, anyhow, I was dealing with the things during that time, and um, the last time I did an episode was when I had a weird, strange experience. I had a dream. I was trying to be abducted, um, and I wasn't sure what to make of it. So, hold on, let me see here. Hold on a sec, guys. I'm hearing some strange, hearing a little bit of background sound. I was trying to make sure it wasn't my stuff. So, I'm not sure if it is or not. So I'll figure that out later. I want to make sure it's working good before I go on tonight with Matt. I'm gonna check things. He'll let me know though. He'll let me know if something sounds strange or off. It could be me or who knows. But anyways, guys, so I had a weird dream. I think it was a dream. It was like I was trying to be abducted. It was one of my last episodes I did, and you can go and check it out. It's on Spotify, and I think I even pop one on here YouTube. Anyhow, I had a dream that it felt real. It felt real. It freaked me out. Um, there was two tall beings looking through the doorway with these little small guys around me that look like aliens, right? So that really messed me up for a little bit. It's kind of when I stepped away for a while. It wasn't just dealing with the house and all this stuff. It just made me feel like something was trying to mess with me. You can see the light in my glasses here. Hold on a second, guys. I might have to change the glare on that. Anyhow, I'll move that around probably. I'm I was dealing with that, and I had strange experience with that. I remember laying on a table, and I remember seeing these little guys around me, and then I looked over into the doorway, and I see these about two or three tall beings, if I remember. I think it was two. And then I instantly, it was weird. They looked like tall, strange, skinny, you know, almost Nordic looking people, but alien like. And I remember it freaked me out, and I started saying, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I kept saying his name over and over. And next thing you know, I woke up and I was in sweats. I was in a panic mode. I was like, what was that? What the heck? It was weird. It felt real. And after that, I just been kind of off. I felt off, and I had a lot of stuff going on, and that kind of freaked me out a little bit. Not just the shadow people. So, so on that note, I stepped away for a little while, try to figure out things and deal with my depression and things in life. And now here I am, Southeast Texas, and finally in a house. Now I can step up. I have no excuse now. I can step up and start doing my show, and I'm doing a whole lot better. I feel better. Well, today I feel off because I feel like I'm trying to get a bug, but mentally I feel better. Um, Living in a camper for almost 5 years with a family and a bunch of dogs. They weren't a camper to dogs, but it was pretty stressful on all of us. And so finally, we made it happen. We bought a house. We had to move away to be able to make it happen because Oregon got too expensive to buy a house. Um, Oregon will always be home. Beautiful mountains, beautiful woods. It'll always be home. So we ventured off to Texas, Southeast Texas. I mean, I could have went somewhere else, but I only had a few choices, with a loan, the lender. So it was either Texas, Florida, California, Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. Idaho's where I really wanted to go, northern Idaho. But the problem is we couldn't find anything that would be approval for our loan. So we had to just go further. And turned out Texas had several selections. So we found a place, 2.5 acres with two places on it technically. In a 3 bedroom mobile home, newer, like 2016, I believe. And it's got an old cabin on the property that we fixed up and it's livable right now. So I've been busy with that too. That's another reason why I didn't do the show a whole lot sooner. But you know what, guys? I'm glad I waited because now I got this equipment and all set up. But earlier, what I was saying though, that experience really messed me up for a while, guys. And I didn't talk to too many people about it yet. I talked a little bit to Rye about it and a few others. Uh, and yeah, it just messed me up for a while, guys. And so I had to take a break or basically just stay away from it all. You know, I just didn't really say why. So here I am. I'm back and I'm back and I'm ready. I'm ready to start doing my shows. I'm ready to bring on people to hear their experience and like minded people that might have dealt with the same experience. And I apologize to the people that listened to my show, gave me support. I apologize I've been gone and not been doing it because they've been reaching out to me like, what happened to your show, man? We really liked what you got going on and it had a great vibe. You sound natural and you let us speak. You let your guests speak and I appreciate all that all that compliment. I really do. I apologize for not dropping an episode every week, but I'm back. It might be a while until I start dropping one every week. I had a few that I saved, but the recording. I apologize to those guests. I plan on bringing them back on. Hopefully, I have to reach out to them again. Um, the recording was terrible. That was on my part, not them. My part. It just wasn't doing good. I had a problem with the cord and it kept cutting in and out. Like you'll seem like lip talking. That's it. You didn't hear no voice. So I got a new cable on there, so it sounds better. But I might need to get another one for the other one that goes directly into the laptop. But here I am, guys. I'm back. Um, hopefully I can build my subscribers up on here. I only have 151 on YouTube, but I'm doing pretty well on Spotify still. It's still up there, but it's I lost a lot of support on there because I've been gone. So I got a lot of work to do. I got to build my support back up uh, and get some great guests on the show. I'm trying to reach out to some people that haven't been on shows. We got to get into it, man. We got to get into your experience and speak. It's share your truth. You know, it's a safe place for you. And don't get me wrong, guys. I was gonna give up. I was gonna give up on Mountain Man Explorer Truth because it's not necessarily competition. It's more like there's a lot of podcasters now doing the same thing, but they all have their own style in a way. Some are similar to others. Some are trying to be like others, and that's kind of where you're like, what do I do here? Do I just back away or just keep doing my thing? Because I know my show's different. My show is completely different than others. I've been compared to a couple similar styles, but I have my own. I have my own. I appreciate that people say I sound kind of like a little similar to certain shows, but I like to think I have my own style. You know, I do like the compliment I got from quite a few guests, though. They have said that, like, you listen to Sasquatch Chronicles? Yes, I do. I enjoy Wes. I enjoy his show. I like how he does it. He does it pretty natural. He's being himself. He lets the guests speak. That I really enjoy. So, because like minded, I really enjoy how he did that. So, I kind of did a similar thing where I let the guests speak. Of course, I'll ask questions here and there and, have a conversation with them. But I'm not all smart about this, how to, you know, smart words, let's say. So I like to let the guests speak and ask certain questions and I'll interrupt them once in a while, but I really don't want to do that. Um, so I appreciate that compliment. I really enjoy that show. Um, and I've been, that's about the only one I think. I can't remember if somebody say it, if I sounded similar to others, but I did get told I have my own style, which I really, really appreciate, guys, because that's the way I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep Mountain Man Explore the Truth different. Um, we're, I'm not just focus on Bigfoot. When I got into this, it was mainly going to be Bigfoot, but I started digging deeper. I'm interested in hearing about people's encounters with Bigfoot, Dogman, aliens. Well, if they're aliens, we don't know what they really are, huh? They could be the angels, fallen angels. I don't know. Paranormal experience and other strange creatures out there. There's a lot of different unknown things. There's people that talk about little people, uh, the crawlers, and I definitely like to talk a little bit more about the Nephilims because I've always found them fascinating, interesting. But a lot of people's already done that, so uh, if anything, if I do a show on the Nephilims, I want to bring somebody on to school me on it because I don't know a whole lot about them. I know enough, but I don't know a lot about them. I like to have somebody come on and school me on it. Anyhow, I had a strange thing happen out here. A couple strange things. I've heard a scream. I heard footsteps. Um, so there's something in the big thicket over here. That's for sure. I'll leave it at that because I'm still looking into it. It's definitely something out there. And supposedly there's a lot of witches out here too. I haven't ran into one. Maybe I've been around one and just didn't notice it. But supposedly there's a lot of crawlers in my woods, not far from me, basically in my own backyard. So I don't know. I don't know. I'll look into it. I'll go out there and do little more exploring. And then I had friends come on, uh, and tell me about, or actually talk to a coworker and told me about the Rougarou, which would be a Bigfoot, claiming they seen one over in Livingston somewhere, if I remember right. Could be wrong exactly where the town was, but they supposedly seen one run across the creek. So I found that interesting. Glad to have him come on and talk about, but in time maybe. But anyhow, guys, I just want to give updates that the show's back. Hopefully I'll have some episodes to drop here soon. I got to get some guests first, reach out to some people, set them up, bring them on, and get it going. They're going to be mostly pre-recorded. I'll do a live show here and there. Probably do a special guest come on and talk about whatever. Um, I really enjoy what Matt's doing with his show, Planet 412. Matt Imge, and I'm sure you know who he is. Um, some of you. I only got a small subscriber here, so be sure to check him out. He doesn't need my help. He's doing great. He's got a huge support, and I think everybody's enjoying the same thing I am with his show. I try to keep up when I can, and that's one thing I do enjoy about YouTube. I like watching YouTube, so I'll see something new pop up from him, and I'll click on it and I'll start watching. And I like the way he's doing it, especially reviewing other things of what's unknown out there and discussing what they could be or what it is. So, and another thing, guys, is that I got good internet, so I shouldn't have any more issues with the show, with that. So that's another update. So more to come. Bear with me. Mountain Man Explorer: The Truth has returned. It's been a battle finally getting things set up because I got a set schedule with work. But I can also do shows after work because my schedule is only 7 till 4. So I could technically do a show later in the evening or before bedtime. And I'm gonna start being consistent with it. Uh, so I've gotten over that bump. Doing better. I'm focusing on doing this show. The family's doing great. I mean, that's another thing I was trying to make sure I had a job and money flowing. So I'm really happy about that. So we'll see where this goes. I'm not giving up. I thought about it, but I'm gonna keep going. And reason I wanted to say that I hit check it out. So so it's an honor. I want to make sure Matt knows that it's an honor to be able to go on your show, man. Uh, it's an honor. I talked to Matt. In fact, Matt was one of my first guests on my show. So um, I don't know if you guys ever went back and checked that. Let me go back and see what number episode that was. My brain's a little foggy. Let's see here, guys. Give me a minute. See, I like about doing lives that it just can go any way you want. We kind of branch off to other things, and let's see, where's my setup here? Okay. All right. So I hope my mic sounds okay. Not enough. I need to knock the dust off my podcast stuff. It is dried out, guys. Oh yeah, I lost a lot of followers on there. That's okay. I'll work on getting them back. So yeah, it's definitely needs some work. But yeah, I think I've had Matt on like 2 or 3 times, if I remember right. Let me go through here and find out. See here. There's one. See here. Two. Yeah, I just had Matt on 2 times. The second time was to talk about him doing his show. But I'm definitely gonna bring him back on. Well, I'd like to bring him back on my show, so he can so we can catch up on other things as well. So if you haven't yet, go back on episode 5. I don't know if it's on YouTube. I still got some episodes on it. I think it is on YouTube actually. Um, go back and go find it on Spotify, iHeartRadio. There's other platforms I'm on. You just gotta look for it. Go back and listen to episode 5, Matt Inch on Dogman of the Old Mill. And I'll tell you what, that was my very first Dogman encounter episode I had on the show. And his is so intense. And I'll tell you what, it's definitely had a lot of plays on there. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely done well on there. Um, a lot of people are definitely interested in his Dogman encounter, and it's probably one of the most scariest, legitimate one I ever heard. You can hear it in his voice, the way he describes it, the experience. I believed him right off the bat. And since then, me and Matt been connected and been friends. We don't get to chat as much as I like to because I had a lot of stuff going on, and he had a lot of stuff going on. I know that too. So, and then I had him connect with Rye. So that was pretty cool to do too. And Rye, I've had on the show. Let's see how many times I had him on the show. Rye was one of my first guests too. I think I brought him on episode. I need to refresh my mind. Excuse me. This is when he was with his other podcast, Into the Frequency. Um, yeah, so I had him on episode 17, and then when he branched off to do his own show, let's see here. Bear with me, guys. Don't mean to make a dead air for you. When did I bring right? Which episode was that? Oh, here it is. Okay. So yeah, I brought Rye on episode 35 when he started doing his new podcast, which he's doing really good on. You probably already heard of him. Maybe you haven't. Like I said, I got a small audience. Codegas Codex of Curiosity. I really enjoy what he's doing. Shout out to you, Rye. So be sure to check him out. The way to find him too is look on Facebook. Same thing with Matt. Look for him on Facebook, and you'll find him. And on YouTube, it's probably the best way to do it. Like you see right here. Look up their name. You'll find them right off the bat, and I'll be sure to link it. Put his links in there, bottom of the episodes. Maybe I can put it in here. I got to copy and put it in here in the comments. Or I mean, in my info. Um, Good friends. They're doing well. I started around the same time. Well, me and Rye started around the same time, and we always chat back and forth. And Matt, I've always heard you talking about doing a show, and I'm glad to hear you did it. And you are doing great, man. Very successful. You got a great audience. They're like minded. So I'm proud of you there, man. And it's an honor to be able to go on your show and Rise. You guys are doing great. You guys put the work into it, and you got a great audience and like minded people. So, on that note, I even want to say to other podcasters out there and other people that are listening that don't believe or they just have some personal issues with other podcasters or people in general, show a little respect. You might not think alike. You might not have the same thoughts. You might not agree on things. It's okay to disagree and agree on things and still be friends. Um, I know certain people will go on and start getting mad because they don't think like them and agree with what their thoughts are on things. And uh, example, like some people think Bigfoot's just a blood and flesh creature in the woods, and they get really mad when you speak about the woo fact on it. So then you gotta step back a little bit. You should be able to respect each other on that, what you believe. Anyways, anyhow, guys, so I'm gonna reach out to Matt and tell him let's go for it. I'm gonna probably go on to Planet 412 tonight, and I'll even post that on Facebook. Uh, I'll be going on his show, so it's a good way to come back. Of course, I came back doing this episode with Tammy. I was out at the moment, and I've been doing lives here and there. But I'm officially back now, so I just need to focus on getting some episodes out for you guys, and I will be returning. And hopefully, I'll get some guests reaching out here soon. I need to reach out to them as well. Some people in the past I wanted to come on. I need to reach out to those ones too, see if I can get a respond. I have already on a few, but I haven't heard nothing back. Um, so on that note, I'm putting the desk together and setting it up. I still got to do a little couple more things to it. And out of the blue, of course, Matt texted me by accident, and he goes, "Oh, you know what? I needed to talk to you anyways." And he asked me if I come on the show, do a co-host, and review some videos and stuff like that with him, and catch up with him. So I was like, well, I take that as a sign, because I was thinking about doing a show tonight or doing something tonight, which I decided to do a little live, just do a little update, make sure everything's working. So why not come back and be a guest on Matt's show, Planet 412? So very honored, Matt, to come on your show. Um, Especially to see how things going, catch up and review these videos. I will do my best to say what I think. Uh, but you might see me go questionable. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to think about that one. You know. So, uh, yeah, we'll see where it goes. I'm feeling okay. Hopefully, I'll feel even better later. So, stay tuned, guys. Mountain Man Explore the Truth has returned, and I am looking forward. I gotta watch out for that corner. New deaths already hurt me. All right, guys. So let me figure this out here. I want to make sure all this stuff is working like it should. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Let me back out of that. Okay, leave that. All right. I think I got that working right. Go ahead and exit out of that. And pop this up. I'm missing something on here, guys. Hold on a second before I go and leave. I want to make sure I gotta do some different things on here. Excuse me. So I'll be keeping my intro the same for now, and in the ending as well for it. I am working on doing something different with that. I'm thinking about keeping the intro going, and I'm gonna do some editing into it and put certain people's voices in there because I like the way that is. I heard it on other shows. I'm not trying to steal the idea. I just like the way it sounds. And in the ending, I'd like to find some music that are not, copyright or anything like that, and put it out the end of the show. But on that note, guys, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, um, and great holidays. I'm glad to be back, and can't wait to do a show tonight with Matt, and then I'll have to have him come on my show. So, yeah, talk about some of his experience going back to where he had his encounter. I saw that video; that was pretty intense. I could see it in his eyes that he was a little bit shaken up. So, all right, guys. Until next time, I'll wait. Hold that thought. If you'd like to come on the show, email me at mountainmanett@gmail.com. Again, mountainmanett@gmail.com. And don't be afraid. If you believe, I believe. So be sure to share your experience with me, guys. And that's what it's about. If you want a safe place where you're not going to be judged, not going to be ridiculed, you're going to be safe here. If I catch anybody doing that to you on the show or making comments, I'll take care of it. Don't worry. I got your back. All right, guys. Until next time, let's explore the truth together. Take care, my friends.